Good morning. The final ingredient to the good life, verse 10 and 11 of 1 Peter 3. For whoever desires to love life and see good days, let him keep his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. Secondly, let him turn away from evil and do good. And then the last part of verse 11 we're going to mention this morning. Let him seek peace and pursue it. You know, there's little that will make your life more difficult than constant conflict. Sometimes conflict's necessary, but conflict that lingers is a real challenge. Conflict that lingers ends up really paining and straining the heart. And it can cause you to be in a situation where you just feel like you can't really push forward with much. And you feel like you can't continue to have a kind of movement in your life. It can stagnate you. I think some great verses in the Bible dealing with peace are James 3:17 and 18, and I'd like to read them for you. These would come from the New International Version. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. I think that last verse is important for us to remember. When you have the option to choose peace or to choose conflict, well, it doesn't mean you always choose peace, because ultimately conflict can be a precursor to peace. But even when you enter into conflict, you need to be thinking about the idea that conflict is just, you're using conflict just to sow peace. You want ultimately the seeds, the fruit of righteousness, if you will, the harvest of righteousness to emerge, because even if you have to confront a situation, you're doing so that peace will reign. You don't want conflict to reign. So peace is either your beginning point or it's your next step after conflict, but peace is always in the picture. I want to encourage you to seek to be a person, a man, a woman of peace, where your disposition, how you go about things, and even the verbs you decide to enact are all geared around an endpoint that the righteousness of peace would reign in your relationships. May the Lord encourage you today.